Here we back with another episode of Speak by the Crow News. It was an interesting weekend, wasn't it? Guess we should get caught up with some updates. Let's get it. Guess we can go ahead and start it off like this in honor of the new Call of Duty dropping. Florida sniper shoots bank robber. Hell of a shot. As you can see right here, he's using his homeboy arm or shoulder to hold that thing steady through a computer screen, right through the heezy. I'm not gonna lie though, if I was that hostage, I'd be kind of mad. Let me try to wrestle this bitch first. And he whooping my ass, then shoot. Don't you shoot that shit that close to my face. For a while, we talked about Ryan quite a few times. And as of recent, he was talking about an earthquake that was supposed to happen. That earthquake didn't happen, but his ass got arrested. Short time after he was arrested, he was then hospitalized. So this says that a huge fish that looks like a bullet washed up on an Oregon beach. That shit don't look like a bullet though. That shit look like a turbo to a semi-truck. Hey baby, it's like we going back in time. People about to start getting some of them nice little stimulus checks. I know a lot of people could use them. I hope I get one. Alright, so we're going to hop into a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about how the Russians officially claimed the U.S. as an enemy and then pulled up on their homies in Cuba with a naval fleet. Bitch! Huh. Huh.
Why you not playing football? The fuck? I ain't trying to get my head knocked off my shoulders. Twin talking about why you ain't playing football. Nigga, where the fuck the shoulder pad gonna go? Nigga, it just belt the ass. Helmet. Big helmet and shoulder pads ain't gonna fit together in that motherfucker. On some real shit though. I'm just saying, man. That was not that funny.
Put me down, man. Put me the fuck down. Let me go. Let me You should have let me go. Let me the fuck go then, bitch.
Welcome back. So if you've been following me, you know we've been keeping up with the escalation, and it's not slowing down at all. If anything, this shit is speeding up 100 times. All last week we were talking about how NATO and the U.S. gave Ukraine permission to start using their weapons on Russian soil. They didn't take long at all. Damn near a day later, they started lobbing shit over there, and over the weekend, they kept on going. So the U.S. and NATO told Ukraine, hey man, y'all getting y'all ass whooped. So what y'all need to do, don't worry too much about the fight no more. Just make sure y'all, get us a nice little bridgehead set up so we can come in there and show y'all how to fight. But in all seriousness, they're about to use NATO and U.S. Air defense systems to try to slow down the Russians' air superiority. As all this takes place, they're basically saying, hey, if Russia do strike some shit, it's fair game. Now, this is where it's starting to get sticky at. For all the people that's been watching me, y'all already know we done talked about this a while back, damn near 2 years ago, and we here. I'm pretty sure we all can say that this happened a little bit faster than we all could imagine, but we gotta roll with the punches. U.S. B-52 bomber simulates a nuclear strike on Kaliningrad. Amongst all the shit that's going on. Talk about an escalation. It's clear they want to go to war. There's no way around that. This is way beyond Ukraine. This is big dog shit. So over the weekend, on the 8th, NATO and Ukraine are trying to bring Russia to its nuclear limits. This morning, the U.S. simulated a nuclear strike against Kaliningrad. At the same time, the Ukrainians attacked with a UAV 1,500 kilometers inside of Russia. I don't think y'all know what's about to happen. Oh, they talk about poking the bear. We here, baby. Shout out to the U.S. for about to fuck the whole world up. Now, as they do this bullshit, U.S. issues major nuclear weapons alert amid fears of all-out war. I wonder why. Oh, but it gets even better. Right after that, China issues nuclear statement to the U.S. I mean, you need to chill. You doing a little bit too damn much. We don't like to fight like that. But you doing a little bit too damn much. You better calm it down. What they actually said is that y'all need to chill. You need to reflect on your behavior. Now, you've been following me. We done talked about Macron for the last 7 months, how he is trying to bring his forces into Ukraine and help Ukraine win this situation as much as possible. He worried about winning the war in Ukraine. This motherfucker is about to lose the election. Priorities, my brother. Priorities. So, even more evidence that we're at World War III. A Polish factory with Ukrainian weapons got blown the hell up. Although Ukraine, alongside NATO and the U.S., are still pulling a bunch of shenanigans against the Russians have not lost sight of what they're trying to do, and they're still grabbing ground. So the Russians put a bounty on them F-16s. Anybody that drop an F-16, you're a millionaire. As we just saw, the U.S. put the nuclear alert out. France and Britain are following suit after Putin said, hey, y'all keep on messing around. This shit gonna look like Sodom and Gomorrah. Fire and brimstone. So the U.S. came out and said, yeah, I know the Russians going to be able to hit them damn F-16s if we put them inside Ukraine, so that's not what we're going to do. We're going to fly them bitches off from Romania and Poland. Now, if you've been following me, we done talked about Russia said anywhere them damn F-16s fly from are a legitimate target. All right, so, for the people that's been watching me for the last 2 years, y'all already know. Y'all been here since the pro-Ukrainians stepped over here talking about the Russians are losing. Ukraine's winning this war. You've been here from the people that say there's not even a war inside Ukraine. It's all smoke and mirrors. And here we are. Everything we talked about. And I'm sure a lot of y'all seen this past weekend that the Russians pulled up to Cuba. When I report this news, I don't really, say what I think is going to happen too much. I try to stay away from that, but there's been a lot of y'all asking me, what do I think is going to happen? Obviously, this is a major escalation. I think this is going to go way outside of Ukraine now, and I think they made their minds up. I don't see how this would go back. So with that being said, I read an article earlier that said that the Russian fleet would be staying inside Cuba for the remaining of the summer. And if you've been watching me, we've been talking about the Russian offensive that I really don't think has came yet. I think, what they're doing right now is a shaping operation. Slow, steady pushes like they've been doing the last 3 or 4 months. So I think the Russians are about to do a major push because I think they know they're running out of time before the U.S. and NATO get very involved, more than what they are right now at this moment. So I think them putting their fleet in Cuba is basically their distant red line. If y'all intervene too much while we are doing this situation in Ukraine, y'all might get hit with some shit. It's y'all's choice. Now, I could be completely wrong. Who knows? But I have a feeling we're going to find out real soon. But like I always tell y'all, I may not know everything, but one thing I know for sure. Some people about to quote.